United States Eric Bennett uses his mouth to pull back his arrow as he competes in the individual recurve open archery event at the Paralympic Games at the Sambadrome in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Tuesday, September 13, 2016. In this photo released by the IOC, Egypt's Ibrahim Hamad plays Germany's Tomorrow in a men's table tennis event during the Paralympic Games in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Friday, September 9, 2016. In this photo released by the IOC, Germany's Vanessa Loh competes in the women's long jump T42 final in Olympic Stadium during the Paralympic Games in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Saturday, September 10, 2016. In this photo released by the IOC, China's Xifeng Zhu Wright competes to win the gold against China's Jing Bian in the women's individual épée category, a wheelchair fencing event at the Paralympic Games in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Tuesday, September 13, 2016. China's Zubin Wang, left, fights for the ball with Argentina's Federico Accardi, center, and Froilan Padilla during a men's Group B preliminary 5A-side soccer match at the Paralympic Games in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Tuesday, September 13, 2016. Argentina won 2-1 in a penalty shootout. Brazil's Teresina Guilhermina competes in a women's 200-meter T11 athletics heat during the Paralympic Games in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Monday, September 12, 2016. France's Marie-Amélie Lefebvre smiles after winning the gold medal in the women's 400-meter T44 final of the Paralympic Games in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Monday, September 12, 2016. United States' Tatiana McFadden competes in the women's 1,500-meter T54 athletics event at the Paralympic Games in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Tuesday, September 13, 2016. McFadden won the gold medal. This photo taken September 11, 2016, shows British runner Richard Whitehead celebrating his gold medal victory in the men's 200 meters final at the 2016 Paralympic Games at Olympic Stadium in Rio de Janeiro. The double amputee competes on customized carbon fiber blades. In this photo released by the IOC, United States' Jeff Fabry practices ahead of the mixed team compound open archery semi-finals in the Sambadrome at the Paralympic Games in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Monday, September 12, 2016. In this photo released by the IOC, Britain's Libby Clegg, with her guide Chris Clark, wins the gold medal in the women's 200-meter T11 final athletics event of the Paralympic Games in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Tuesday, September 13, 2016. United States' David Brown finishes in first the men's 200-meter T11 round 1 athletics event at the Paralympic Games in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Tuesday, September 13, 2016. India's Rinku competes in the men's javelin throw F46 final in the athletics event at the Paralympic Games in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Tuesday, September 13, 2016. France's Marie-Amélie Lefebvre prepares to run and win the gold medal in the women's 400-meter T44 athletics event of the Paralympic Games in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Monday, September 12, 2016. South Africa's Ntando Malangu prepares to compete in the men's final 200-meter T42 athletics event at Olympic Stadium during the Paralympic Games in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Sunday, September 11, 2016. Malangu took the silver. In this photo released by the IOC, women shot put athletes leave at the end of their F40 final athletics event inside Olympic Stadium during the Paralympic Games in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Sunday, September 11, 2016. In this photo released by the IOC, Nigeria's Loretta Onye competes to win the gold in the women's shot put F40 athletics event at the Paralympic Games in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Sunday, September 11, 2016. United States Tatiana McFadden competes in the women's 1,500-meter T54 athletics event at the Paralympic Games in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Tuesday, September 13, 2016. McFadden won the gold medal. United States Steve Serio passes the ball during a men's Group B preliminary wheelchair basketball game between United States and Britain at the Paralympic Games in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Monday, September 12, 2016. United States, 165-48. File, in this May 15, 2005 file photo, Britain's Tahnee Gray-Thompson celebrates victory in the final of the 400-meter event at the Paralympic World Cup in Manchester, England. Gray-Thompson, an 11-time Paralympic gold medalist for Britain, has been critical of incorrect classification or intentional misrepresentation by athletes trying to get an edge, which she has said amounts to cheating. In this September 10, 2016 photo, Italy's Michelle Ferrerin, right, finishes in second place, followed by Morocco's Mohamed Lana, in the men's triathlon PT2 athletics event at the Paralympic Games on Copacabana Beach in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. The Paralympics are more than a benign version of the Olympics. A few performances are better than the Olympic standard. In this photo released by the IOC, New Zealand's Nikita Howarth celebrates after winning the women's 200-meter IM plus SM7 swimming final of the Paralympic Games in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Tuesday, September 13, 2016. In this photo released by the IOC, Gustavo Sanchez Martinez, of Mexico, competes in Heat 1 of the men's 200-meter freestyle S4 swimming event at the Olympic Aquatics Stadium during the Paralympic Games in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Tuesday, September 13, 2016. South African swimmer Ikmat Hassiam puts on his prosthetic leg after competing in Heat 1 of the men's 100-meter freestyle S10 at the Olympic Aquatics Stadium during the Paralympic Games in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Tuesday, September 13, 2016. In 2006, he lost his right leg below the knee in a shark attack while he and his brother were training to become lifeguards. Hassiam now works as a spokesperson for the conservation of endangered shark species. In this photo released by the IOC, New Zealand's Nikita Howarth competes in the women's 200-meter IM plus SM7 swimming event of the Paralympic Games in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Tuesday 13, 2016. In this photo released by the IOC, China's Shuoyan wins 3-1 against Spain's Jordi Morales Garcia in the men's singles, Class 7 table tennis bronze medal, March of the Rio Paralympics, Monday, September 12, 2016. Jordan Wiley, from Britain returns the ball to Diede de Groot, from the Netherlands during the women's singles quarterfinals wheelchair tennis match event at the Paralympic Games in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Monday, September 12, 2016. Belgium's Marieke Verwoerd wins a silver medal in the athletics women's 400-meter T52 final during the Rio 2016 Paralympic Games at the Olympic Stadium in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Saturday, September 10, 2016. In this photo released by the IOC, United States Joshua Brewer, left, challenges France's Christophe Salgai during a mixed pool phase Group B wheelchair rugby match during the Paralympic Games in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Wednesday, September 14, 2016. In this photo released by the IOC, France's Christophe Salgai leans back in the scoring zone during the mixed pool phase Group B wheelchair rugby match O2 during the Paralympic Games in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Wednesday, September 14, 2016.